Here's a tough one that you can change the world if you can explain this one. But how do you get kids to run faster? You recruit the elite runners in the country, and you get them in your program, and then you just need them to be a little bit faster, and they're already maxed out. How do you teach kids to run faster?
Well, I think it's like anything. My old catchphrase is consistent competence equals eventual excellence. It's kind of I know I need to trademark that. It's C squared equals E squared. And
consistent competence. Wait, we got to write this down.
That in the math department.
Consistent competence equals. I'm writing it down.
Eventual excellence. And so really, we're just talking about consistency over time. You don't need to hit it out of the park every time you're up the bat, but you need to make contact. And the same thing pertains to your workout, your work ethic. You're just showing up and you're being into it, you're buying into the culture, and then, showing up day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out. And eventually the cream rises to the top, and eventually that work will pay off. And whether you're just an athlete who was lucky enough to be the last walk-on that we're able to keep because of roster restrictions, that person is going to get better according to their talent and their consistency, consistent competence in their workouts. And then if you're a blue chip athlete who we've been fortunate enough to recruit in a number of those, then the same thing would apply. And then you get the guys in the middle who maybe weren't developed, and you didn't know they had that blue chip. They certainly weren't blue chips when they maybe came in, but because of late maturation or because they weren't in a high school program that was really well developed, when they get in a program and they see guys like a Connor Mance or a Casey Klinger, the good that they're doing, and they start working with them on a regular, consistent basis, and boom, magic happens.
Hey, great leadership within your program and guys that have that work ethic and all that, setting an example and lifting all ships is a great concept. And when you got a program rolling, it keeps rolling because of that.
So they're wonderful. And the great thing is each one of them have wonderful, amazing stories, have their own journeys that they're going on. And we have people like an Ashton Reiner who won a national championship in the javelin this last year, who went through her own difficult journey in terms of did very well her freshman year, and then her sophomore year pops the elbow, has to go under Tommy John surgery. That's successful, comes back, was ready to go to her first meet. COVID hits, and then she had to wait for a time for COVID to pass. Yeah. And then lo and behold, she's one of the top ranked athletes in the nation and has just a tough time at her sophomore year at the regional meet, and then comes back her junior year and wins the national championship. So
fantastic.
So many good stories.
130 stories, not all ending necessarily in a national championship, but all going on their journeys as student athletes. And we're just very fortunate as a track and field staff and cross country staff to get to mentor them through this